This video is brought to you by Advanced Digital Media Services. Is it time for a website redesign? Know the signs. Everything on the internet changes rapidly. Nothing is ever stagnant online. Anything that becomes stagnant online and fails to keep up with trends will surely become irrelevant to users. This is especially true with your website. Given that it is your strongest digital marketing tool, your website should never lag behind your competitors. A good website should be able to meet the needs of your business. If your website no longer meets your business needs, then it is probably time to have a website redesign. To help you, we have listed down below some signs that would tell you that it's time for a website redesign. Reasons to redesign your website. High bounce rates. Using Google Analytics, you will not only be able to know how many users have viewed your website, but you can actually have a glimpse of whether your website is doing well or whether it should be optimized and should undergo a website redesign. A good measure of this would be what we call the bounce rate, which is the measure of how many visitors leave the page without doing any interaction or navigation whatsoever. This means that a person came to your page through a link, for example, but exited it without doing or clicking anything on it. If your website has a high bounce rate, this might mean that it is not engaging enough for the consumer and needs a website redesign. Slow loading time. If there's one thing every internet user hates most, it's slow loading time whenever they browse through a website. A slow loading time will surely turn off customers and discourage them from interacting, much less purchasing, from you. This could lead to low or even zero conversion. Further, algorithms of search engines rank websites with faster loading times higher compared to those with slow loading times. One reason for slow loading time is that your website is too old and uses an outdated platform. Difficulty in navigation. Apart from slow loading time, users also hate it when they find it hard to navigate your website. More often than not, they would rather exit than have a hard time figuring it out. Navigation is an important component of a web design, and as such, difficulty in navigating a website is a good indicator of a poorly designed website which probably needs a website redesign. Lack of mobile responsiveness. More people now view websites and pages using mobile devices rather than traditional and bulky computers or laptops. Having a website that is not mobile responsive makes you miss out on a lot of opportunities for conversion. Without a mobile responsive website, you will not be able to adapt to the times. As devices get smaller and more people prefer to use them, your website could become more and more irrelevant to the consumer. Through redesigning your personal website, you can make it not only mobile responsive but also easier to navigate in smaller devices. Outdated branding. Company rebranding is very common, especially for those who want to continuously be relevant to their consumers. However, it is important to make sure that your company's brand or rebrand is reflected across all touch points available to the consumer, one of which is your website. If you have an old website and your company is undergoing a rebranding, then a website redesign is surely a must. Lack of new content. Online digital marketing is all about website content. By always having new, fresh and relevant content, you can continuously engage users. If you're having trouble updating your content, then you might want to have a website redesign and rebuild using an easy-to-use content management system. Your website should always reflect your current offerings, products and promotions for it to be used optimally. A website with outdated content is also not good for search engine optimization. Without any new content, your site could end up all the way down at the bottom of the search results, thereby affecting the number of people who view your website as well as your chances of higher conversions. After knowing that your website needs a redesign, the next step is to find a professional who will help you. At Advanced Digital Media Services, we have worked with different companies and businesses in redesigning their websites, not only to make them updated for the times, but also to optimize them and increase chances for conversions. If you want to work with a professional marketing company who knows the ins and outs of how to redesign your website to make it better than your competitors, call us at 877-237-6969. Or email us via info@advdms.com. Or simply visit us at www.advdms.com.